Hi Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back with another layout from the Clique Kit August kit, which was called Ambrosia. And now I have this one photo of my son Tinian, and he just looks so adorable and he is so completely proud of himself. So the story behind this photo is that we were in Boise, and I believe this was right before Jonas went to camp in August, and we had gone over there just for a day. We drove over in the afternoon and we stayed the night, and then the next day we left. I think, or maybe it was the day after the next day we left. So we stayed there for like 2 days, and Jonas had just had a meeting to meet his camp counselor and all of his campmates and everything. And so we had just gone over there just for a really quick trip. But anyway, I'm going to pause for a second. So here I liked this lemon paper, because the little cans in here are cans of food storage. And so I thought, oh, that would be good because lemons are food, and it's kind of about food storage. And so, but I wasn't crazy about the lemon paper. And so I decided to cover up the back of it with some gesso. So that's what I was doing there. I think I'm looking for my heat gun, and so I'm gonna kind of dry it a little bit here in a minute. So I'll go back to talking about the photo. Anyway, so yeah, so we had gone to Boise for about 2 days, and one of the days I was just so completely tired. I do not know why, but I just could not stay awake. And so I think it was in the afternoon, Mark's mom, because my husband's parents live in Boise. She had an appointment she couldn't cancel, and so she had left, and the kids were just kind of playing with their DSs and kind of playing with the toys and stuff that grandma has. And I went into the room that I stay in while we're there, and had taken a nap, and it was a good sized nap. It was probably like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And when I came out, Tinian had made this huge tower with all of these cans that were from my mother-in-law's food storage, and I just thought it was so funny that I had to take a picture of him. So that's what the story behind the photo. I know it's kind of a long story, but anyway, so now here I am just getting together my layers that I'm going to put behind the photo while the background dries. And so I have these two scraps of paper. One is a blue piece of paper and the other is a branding strip, and it's got like lemons and peaches on it, I think. And so I'm just going to put those across the page like that. And then I also pulled out the alpha, and I'm running out of letters to use. So I was going to have the title be Yum and Fun, but I didn't have enough to make that title. So I even had to use 2 J's and cut it to make it look like a U. So I'm having to get creative with the alpha they sent because I've used a lot of it already. So here I was cutting up some of those labels, which I believe are an add-on that I purchased extra. Then I also pulled out this vellum pineapple paper, which I really loved. I think it's really cute. So I was excited to get to use it again on this layout. Then I'm pulling out some more of the embellishments and the add-ons and things, and I'm going to use those. Here I'm just pulling out some more of these embellishments that were in the kit. I believe the lemons, I think they were part of the Citrus Bliss ephemera pack, and we got like half of the ephemera pack, I believe is what it was. Then I pulled out some of these little resin tangerines, and I'm going to use those on there as well. And this red tag, I'm going to put my journaling on there. And this layout actually turned out really great. I'm so happy with how it turned out. At first, when I first started, I was kind of like, I wasn't really sure how much I would like it because I really wasn't that fond of this lemon background. I was just using it just so that I could get it used. but I really do love this layout now. So here I'm kind of trying to clean up a little bit to give myself some more space. And I'm going to put everything on the background now. It's still a little bit wet, but I'm still going to go ahead and it's like barely wet. It's not really that wet. So I was okay with putting everything down. And there I got my hands completely dirty because it was a little bit wetter than I thought it was. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue down that vellum, excuse me, that vellum paper. And then I'm gluing down, there was a triangle paper behind, that was a scrap that I put behind the photo mat, and then I glued down the mat. And here I am trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I think originally I had planned on having more of that tag in on the layout, but when I had glued the paper down, I glued it too close to the edge. So I had to cut it off. I'm going to have to cut it off. I haven't yet. And then here I'm gluing down all of these ephemera pieces and embellishments and things. And then I'm going to, I have this little hello banner sticker that came in the Citrus Bliss, what is it, sticker, puffy sticker set. And I put that right there, and then I'm going to put the little tangerine above it. And here I'm going to cut off the tag. It was bothering me because I kept looking at it and it wasn't supposed to be there. And so I cut it off, and then I decided after I cut it off that, oh, that would look really cute to do a little cluster up there in the top left-hand corner. And so that's what I'm going to do up there. And since this You Are My Sunshine tag was yellow, it was kind of the same as the lemons that are in the background, which you can still see. So I needed to put some ink on the paper to make it stand out a little bit more. So then I'm just going to ink around all the edges of all of the papers that I use on the layout, and that just kind of makes them stand out a little bit more. Okay, so after I do that, I put that away, and then some of the papers were kind of standing up, and so I decided to use this Tombow aqua glue, and I kind of wish that I hadn't done that because I don't really like the way it looks now. I wish it kind of had that dimension of sticking up a little bit, but oh well. It's all good. Okay, so now I am just cutting off the excess on that tag up there, and then I'm going to do a little bit more embellishing. I'm going to pull out some of these little wood dots. I don't remember what they're called, and I threw away the packaging, but I guess when I pull them out, I'll talk about them a little bit more. I forgot that I also was going to do the date. So I'm using the Studio Calico rotary date stamp, and it just says photographed on August 5th, 2015. And then I also do the excess on that tag that's to the right of the photo. So now I'm just cleaning off that stamp, and then I'm going to put the tangerine embellishment back in that top cluster. And here I'm thinking, okay, what else am I going to do? It still doesn't look finished to me. So I did glue down a little bit of that paper because it was kind of hanging out off the layout. And I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. So here's these little dots. I think they're called candy dots. But I pull off a few of them, and I think this is the layout that I use them up on. So I use pink, green, and yellow. And then I'm also going to think about putting down some of these enamel dots. They did not come with the kit. They were an add-on that I bought. So I was thinking I was going to do that, but then I decided not to. And I think I forget to do the title, and so I'm not sure that I put that on here, but the title will be in the pictures at the end if it isn't a part of the video. So we'll just see. So here I'm just you know, basically telling you the story behind the photo. So I'm doing the journaling on there. And then I'm going to do some misting, I believe, and that will be the end of the layout. So I really do love this layout. When I started, I was just kind of just doing it just to get it done, and it turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So it's always nice when that happens, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Yeah, so here I'm going to do some misting, and then I think I did forget to record myself doing the title, so I will include that in the pictures, though. You will be able to see the title. So the title is going to be Yum Party, and what I end up using is the word yum, and then they had a wood veneer that came with the kit that was the word party, so I just end up using that. I got a little bit of the mist on my page, so I am just using my undo residue cleaner, and that is the end of the layout. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye.